Greetings everyone, Nintember here. Hope you're having a fantastic day and an equally fantastic Nintember. So we are getting pretty far into this Zelda randomizer, and I'm actually quite psyched for it. We're up to part 3. We've got us. We've let some. When I get my words out, we have laid some very good foundations. We are getting closer and closer to that point where we can go and stick it to Ganon, preferably with silver arrows. So hopefully today we can pick up the remainder of some of the items that we need. Most notably, we need those pendants, ideally. Those would be super useful to have. And we're still looking for those silver arrows, so got to keep our eyes peeled for those, because yeah, that is going to be vital for defeating Ganon. He's only vulnerable. Technically, you can glitch to actually damage him without silvers, but that's something else. That's a completely different trick. That's a completely different way and method, and completely different story. I am no good at defeating Ganon in that manner. Anyway, I've said enough. Shall we begin? Let's begin. We're back with a Link to Past Randomised, and I had to remind me because I'm coming back to this about a day later, so I'm trying to remember things that I want. Now, one of the things we had picked up was Zora's Flippers, which actually fantastic, allows us now to hop to Zora's domain and fully clear it, which is good because that's a good number of checks. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to down to now, Zora's domain is technically further up. It's actually by point number 2, but I'm just going to take a shortcut over to there. So hopefully, there's only a small amount of key items that I actually need before I'm in a situation where I can, where I'm in what is referred to as go mode. Go mode being the term used by being in a rock. That is actually really useful. Total Rock was one of the dungeons that we do not know what is. Okay. Total Rock is one of those dungeons we need to know what is in it, if crystal or a pendant. I am hoping it's a crystal. I much prefer clearing Total Rock than I do Ice Palace. Compass. Or is it the compass that I need to figure? I can't remember. Always good. Right, so we are going to check Mr. Scamfish over here. Now, Zora is notorious for giving us life lessons for sale, which is 500 rupees for 10 arrows. Yeah, I feel pretty ripped off right now. But I'm just going to grab that compass very quickly. We will. That's the compass in the Tower of Hera. So yes, the next thing we are going to do is we are going to go to Dark World. That is where basically really the only thing we can do stuff in the Dark World. We're going to go from Kakariko because we're going to go tackle Skullwood. We might encounter a minor problem, but hoping. Actually, no. We should be fine. The one thing I was worried about was the boss, Ophula. It was of all the Link to the Past bosses, it's probably my favourite, just because it is ridiculous. Giant Moth. Ganon entrusted one of the say the sages, or I can't remember, maidens with a giant moth called Ophula. And yes, I can't help but think he speaks like Skeletor, but that's all. I'm Ophula, hear me. I can't take Ophula, the boss. Some of the other ones are also ridiculous. Vitreous is just a bundle of eyes and some goo. Little things like that. So there's some fantastic bosses. Don't get me. They're all memorable. Maybe not Landmo and Armos. They're a bit weird, but most of the bosses are. Yes. So that is our item. Either way, it was the one item I was really looking for. Come on, burn. Oh, compass for excellent. Yeah, I really needed that item. That's gonna get me. That's actually gonna get me to Total Rock and Ice Palace, as a matter of fact. I needed both of those. Yes. Yeah. Now, typically, this one is always a key. It's to stop you from actually getting soft locked behind this door. Yep. Last key. So, won't be able to get big chests just yet, so we're gonna have to loop back around. I will probably pick that up after I've dealt with Mothula. Now, what makes Mothula, what makes this dungeon quite an interesting one? Don't actually need the big key to fight the boss. I think only go. Yeah, no, if those can just go away. And if those are incredibly frustrating. So anky. Ooh, I'll also be able to upgrade my sword. Be a very important mechanic. With the Master Sword, there are a couple of things. Checks you can shield. Not what I wanted. That puts big key. One of yeah, that puts big key basically in place, and unless Mothula can have, not sure. I don't think he can. He might be able to, but don't think I've ever been in a situation where he's actually fire into woods. Round, because it's easier. Over my. Once I grab this chest, I can. There's the big key. Does? Ooh, exciting. Change of pace. I need magic. A bit more magic than that, thanks. Those. The other thing about Gibdos is they do nominal amount of damage. Good. And this. Through. Magic would be really useful. Yeah, I might be able to just fight Mothula. Plenty of keys. Loads of keys in Skull Woods. Question. The question today. Oh, okay. I can damage him with the fighter sword, the level sword. Better use the hammer though. And actually, incidentally, as much as I kind of joke about Mothula ridiculous, he is actually, I would argue, one of the difficult bosses. Just because you've got this moving floor, moving spikes, and like when he's at this end of the screen, it becomes incredibly difficult to get a hit in on. Ah, not good. Not good. Incredibly tense. It does also feel like this boss like speeds up as he gets damaged. I'm not sure. Ugh. Not sure if he does, but it feels like it. It just. Probably should have started using the fire rod on him. No, I need to go on with more. That's sort of the other problem. Crawling your way back from this part. Not only do you go in with less health. Oh. So I've got to deal with. It's this room mostly that I'm like, I hate dealing with. If I had what I'm I should I can do, I can utilize I've got a green potion. Nope. There. Let's just not bother. Let's try this again. Round 2. Round 2 more. Go. No. Not what I wanted. Oh, I've just burnt through all my magic. Which is a position you really don't want to... You don't want to be in a position where you burnt through your magic, because, particularly if you have to come through this dungeon again. Slow down really does help. Oh, Vicky. I'm thinking about what to do next. There are a couple of checks that I need. Really helpful. Ice Rod is the only thing. Okay, yeah. We know where all our crystals now reside. Which is very good news. But it does put us in a very awkward position. So, as much as I was saying like, hey, you know, it's great. As much as I was sort of espouting the greatness of knowing it's in Total Rock, Total Rock has its own problem. Mostly Trinex, the boss. I would say Mothula was a difficult boss. Trinex is harder still, because that's all about magic management. It is not a pleasant boss fight, particularly for people who aren't familiar with. Considering that you fight him so late on, and I can guarantee that when people first fight him, in normal, under normal conditions, he probably catches you unawares and you butt badly. Can I? No, I can't leave Scott. So there's a check that I'm gonna go have a look at. You know what? It comes up every now and again. And that is referred to as bumper ledge. Now this one, sometimes there's something good there. There's a map. I don't need it. In fact, that is probably... That might be the map that I spent. I don't need it. So we are going to go deal with 2 checks over here, which is a graveyard ledge and referred to as the King's Tomb. I'm not quite sure why it's called the King's Tomb. I don't believe the king is actually dead. In fact, I know he's not dead because it's there in the credits. So these are both light world checks. They need the... This one requires the magic mirror to get. After this, I'll... Blacksmith, hammer pegs. There's going to be a lot going on in rapid succession here. And for that, I do kind of apologise. King's Tomb. Back to the Dark World, and here it is a bowl. Actually, I've got all 4 of my bowls, so that's good. Bottles are very important in that game. What we're going to do is we need to go back to Kakariko. Very important. Because we are going to do Blacksmith quest. The blacksmith in Kakariko, he has lost his apprentice is lost in the Dark World. How his apprentice even got to the Dark World is beyond me. But we are going to go rescue him. And he is here. Frogman. Now, we already know that swords are in what they refer to as their vanilla locations. This will be a sword upgrade. Most notably, this will upgrade my sword, Master Sword, which is kind of funny to a certain extent because it's implying that these blacksmiths, they've created the Sword of Evil Bane. Okay, thank you. And we go back in. Correct. Hey, Master Sword. And now, because I have my 4 parts, I get my sword beams. Hey, finally. But we need to go back to... We need to deal with these pegs. And a fun little glitch is Hammer Dash. Requires you to use the action button for the hammer and your Pegasus speed at the same time, and you let your little dash, which will knock down all the pegs. So now that we're here, we can now grab this purple chest. Our purple chest is required for another... we went past this guy very briefly on our way towards desert for the... I can do jump. And that guy there, he is a locksmith. I think it's just a fancy term for someone who is a thief, basically. In fact, in my Pathfinder game I used to run with some friends, there was a thief character I had, and he introduced himself as a locksmith. So, which is kind of it's a fun way to kind of be like, yeah, you know, this character's a bit on the dodgy side. Just bat them away. After we do this, we will go to Swamp Palace. Best bet. I'm just trying to maximize my chances of finding the ice rod. The ice rod is basically last key item, the final inventory item we need to actually beat the game, basically. Oh no! Oh, I thought I got myself stuck. Oh, yeah. So this is why I'm probably. This is a really cool dungeon, just in the way it works, the way you get into it. Obviously, we've been here before, and what we're going to do is we're going to open up the dam, allow this water through. And this is one of those instances where, and Ocarina of Time uses this kind of idea that things that you do in the past affect the future. When we come back here, actually getting into the dungeon, we can now do swim to this ladder, which normally up. Let's just murder our way from here. There are 10 checks. I'm trying to remember. Now I'm trying to remember the dungeon. You know when I said that we only need ice rod? I was lost. Hey, Mickey. Nice. I lied. What we actually need is we need to find out what medallion we need to use on Turtle Rock to actually get into Turtle Rock. There are 3 magic medallions, and there are 2 dungeons that require a magic medallion. Now with the randomizer, you guessed it, they shuffle it around. So typically I think it's Ether and Quake, but it might be now I need Bombos for both. Yeah, it gets fun. So I've got hope to find, either I already have the medallion, or I'm going to need to try and find a medallion that will get me into Total Rock. I mean, that's Ether. That's good. That's a good start. We have 2 of the 3 medallions, so we might be in luck. We might now have all the components we need to enter Total Rock. I'm aiming for sub 2 hours, but Book of Medora. Okay, sure. Means I can get to the Desert Palace the normal way. As I said, I'm hoping to do sub 2 hours, but hang on. I'm hoping to do sub 2 hours, but if I don't find the ice rod and the ice rod's in a terrible location, we might be in trouble. my sub 2 hour dream shattered. Which is fine. I can live with that. If so, that switch. That I need to hit. Because correctly we need that in that position for 2 of the chests in the east side, west side. Get my direction right. This part of Oosh. It would also be nice if I got my next tunic upgrade. And having that extra damage resistance as I go into sort of the final portion of the game. I also need to find my silvers. How could I forget those? Oh no. If I don't have silvers, I'm not going to be able to do Ganon. Hey, my mirror shield. Nice. That's it. I mean, mirror shields are nice to have against BMOS, I suppose. And there's a couple of things in Total Rock and Ganon's Tower. There's a couple of things where having it makes your life much easier. I mean, I've got the magic capes, not the end. If I didn't have magic mirror for the mirror shield for that part of Total Rock, basically there's some laser. I mean, like the pew pew kind of laser. If you have mirror shield, you can just use your shield to block them. Or what I was going to do is I was going to use my magic cape to just pass them. Oh. No. Not riding on and it makes you very uncomfortable. Look at that! Oh, okay, so I have all 3 medallions, so we can get into Total Rock. That's brilliant. That's fantastic. We can get into Total Rock, but are we necessarily going to have Ice Rod? Ice Rod? No, 50. There was me hoping. I held out for hope, and hope gave me. That's a life lesson right there for you folks. Ooh. Look at Medora. So what we'll do after this boss, we will go deal with. We're gonna deal with Maya, the Maya area, including the tablet. Yeah. So Argus is quite a fun boss, particularly if you've been quite fortunate enough to get Silvers, because Silvers murder this guy. When I say Silvers, I mean silver arrows. He is also quite frustrating in a swordless run, because the only way you can damage these puffballs is using the hammer. So you end up playing this very awkward sort of inventory management. You're just trying to you're using your hook shot, immediately switching to the hammer. It's not a good time. You can also use the fire rod on him at this phase. There we go, he's gone. That's good. I say we're making good time. Yeah. We will come out of here, be able to get the stone tablet next to the desert, because we now have Book of Medora. But I'm still going to do a lot of Dark World-y. There's a couple of other once we do the next dungeon, which will be the Desert Palace. Oh my god, my inventory is nearly complete. No, I haven't had mushroom yet. He's done a mushroom. Fall down from the sky! No, piece of heart, that's fine. I can live with that. Bloop. Take me away! And by take me away, I mean move me about 200 meters. On. When I played this game as a kid, this was one of the dungeons I never actually did as a kid. Again, I got stuck at Ice Palace, and I couldn't find the flute to save my life. It's really easy to find. I guess, well, once you know where it is, I suppose. I think it's because I failed to read. It's the long and short of it. I failed to read because Stumpy tells you that he hid the flute in the sacred grove. It's something like that. The area where you find Flute Kid. And yeah, I was just incredibly dense as a child. What I should have done, I should have just. Oh, that's annoying. Very annoying. I do. Here, back over to here. What's this up? Come on, go back through. And I should, because that requires the ether medallion, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to skirt our way past this, bypass that, and actually bypass the requirement to have the Book of Medora. I feel bad for the Book of Medora. It kind of gets a bad rap in randomizers for just being kind of useless. Oh no. Oh yeah, I should be able to clear this dungeon and then take a short break. Hoping that full heart, but because yeah, we should be able to defeat Landmo relatively. I mean, this dungeon as a whole is quite a quick affair. Really, what slows you down is I'm having to check everything. If I can find Ice Rod, then I am in what is called Go mode. Then I just need to clear Total Rock, and I can then go defeat Ganon, which I should be able to do in. I should be able to clear if I'm just blitzing Total Rock. I should be able to do it in 10 minutes-ish. He says, not realizing time at all. I noticed. Ow. 10 arrows, no! Now, the irony would be is if the Ice Rod is with Pyramid Fairy, which it would be fine because I'll be heading towards Pyramid Fairy after land mode. Ow. Ugh. But then I might want to stock up on potions. Bees. Oh. Free bees! Take some bees to Ganon and just release them on Ganon. I am Ganon. Urge of Hyrule. Ah, what are these bees? Oh, they're stinging my. I mean, that would be kind of fun. I mean, you know, cuckoos, when you attack them enough, they just go in a berserker rage. Could an army of enraged cuckoos, they defeat Ganon? Do we really need the hero of light, hero of time? Hero of light is that's Final Fantasy, isn't it? Oh no, I see. Yep. Ow. Your Igor. Thankfully though, I still have a handful of checks I can do out them. After I've dealt with Pyramid Fairy, there's a handful of checks I can do on Death. Be very useful. This is not going well. Oh, come on. So, we got the last one. Oh. There we go. Nice one. No, 50 rupees. Why have you forsaken me? But with that, we are going to have a short break, and when we come back, we will be continuing with this. Yeah, it should be a lot of. We're nearly there with this randomized. We've just got, I believe it's just Total Rock to go now. So, oh god, we need that ice rod, which, yes, where is that going to be? I'm not looking forward to this because if the ice rod is in any of the other two dungeons that I haven't had a look into, that could be problematic. And it does happen for it to be buried deep within one of the other dungeons, and you have to go fish it out, which takes a lot of time and effort. And it's. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Anyway, if you've liked what you've seen so far and would like to see similar content, then please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.